Right, so anyway, right, I think it's in LA this happened, right?
I think. Why does he think?
So these people are in a restaurant having a lovely meal.
There's one of them short and hairy, but it goes, totally covers from top to bottom in a spacesuit, so he didn't know it was a monkey.
It's not one of the customers, one of the waiters?
So they're having a lovely dinner, probably one of the best sort of dinners they've had, right?
Mm.
So the waiter comes over, and it's like, you know, can we just say I've had a lovely meal and that?
Right, it's the chef.
Of course it is. Can we see the chef?
Yeah.
So can we just, you know, see the guy who cooked it?
Of course.
Yeah. Short fella, hairy.
So the waiter said, to be honest, the waiter said, look, he's busy, you know, he's got meals to cook and what have you. He hasn't really got time. He said, only take a minute. He said, no, I prefer, you know.
So this is a restaurant in LA that serves brilliant food.
I'll pass your message on and what have you, right? So
So he sends for Monkey Pierre White.
So it's a bit odd. Anyway. So they go out. Right? They go out to the car and they notice the kitchen door's open.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course they do, because they're going to discover something that I don't know.
So
they're going to discover. Hold on, this just out of interest, this where does this chef train before we see him or reveal, you know, what he might look like or like to eat?
So anyway, so they pop their head in and think, we'll just nip in and go, you know, love fruit salad or whatever. Yeah. So they stick their head in.
We better see the human chef.
You never guess what?
Go on.
Monkey stood on a chair, right, cooking veg. Right, so anyway, so they're like, what's going on here?
What do you mean? What do you mean he's cooking veg? What is he doing with it?
Well, he's stood on a chair by the cooker and he's chopping stuff.
Oh, he's chopping as well now. It's isn't it? Yeah.
It's got a little, you know, he's got the bosses in there. They're like a bit shocked. So he's a bit panicking because he's got this monkey working for him. So they say to him, "What's going on? We didn't know this is what's going on. You know, why have you got a monkey cooking stuff?" So he said, "Well,
incidentally, a monkey, I should point out, who probably doesn't need instructions from its girlfriend."
Forget it.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right, there's this monkey, right?
Yeah.
And it had been, do you know you hear about monkeys being badly treated and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So, anyway, it goes into this home. It's 14, this monkey, it's called, Matty, right? Goes into this home where it's looked after.
What do you mean home?
Just like, just a little monkey home, right?
Okay, so zoo.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, but they haven't got any other monkeys there, right?
What have they got there?
They've got just other animals and that, but not that many monkeys. But anyway, because he's there on his own, again, you know...
When you say monkey, do you mean a chimpanzee, by the way? Because you usually do.
Yeah.
I can't believe that journalist thought this was scripted.
Amazing.
So anyway, yeah. So it gets sort of pally with the people working there and that, and it's smoking fags, it's having a drink at night and all this, right?
What do you mean it's having a drink at night? How?
It's all here, Steve. I mean, we haven't really got time, but
well, don't say it's all here like it's proof. You've got another stupid story that someone has put onto the internet. Someone sitting at home in their bedroom has put onto the internet.
So it's having a fag. It's drinking a lovely glass of Bangrock Station.
Yeah, the wine that's perfect for a barbecue.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's loving life, it's forgetting about its past and everything, right? When this other monkey comes along.
Oh
no.
That was brilliant.
Go on.
Right? That comes in, something's said. Right, forget it then.
Monkey news.
Right, this happened in, Pittsburgh, right? There was a rock band, and, they've got this studio in Pittsburgh and what have you, and they're laying down tracks and stuff like that. And in the studio that they use, right, there's this monkey works there. Right,
I love the way he throws that in. Like he throws that in. This monkey works there.
No, it's just got a little gig there. He sort of it carries the equipment in, guitars. Stuff like that.
It doesn't.
He does.
No, it doesn't.
He just sort of cleans up after the bands.
No, he doesn't.
Emptying the ashtrays.
Doesn't
that
happen.
Sort of stuff. It
Doesn't
does.
happen.
That's the gig it's got. Anyway, right.
Gets women out of the crowd that they want to go visit
with one arm.
drag them back.
So anyway, right. So the band's in the studio, right? And one of the band members brings some A&R fella to the studio to have a listen to the latest track. Right?
Yeah.
So they hit play, and they're all there going, "Yeah, brilliant. This is good."
Oh no.
Anyway. So the fella says, "Yeah, I like the track. I especially like the bass on it." Right?
Right, this is bullshit.
So
this is rubbish.
So
and they hadn't laid down a bass track.
So this is. Have you heard it? So
Carl, please don't do this to
me. So the A&R fella goes, and it's like, the band members are stood about and they're going, "That's good that he liked it." And I'm saying, "Yeah, but what's he on about with the bass?" So they played it
No,
back.
this is rubbish. This is absolute rubbish. Where did you get this from?
Please, because we never get
Where
to the
did
end.
you
Let's
get
hear
this?
it.
Is absolute nonsense.
So they played it back.
Yeah,
right?
and it's the chimp playing bass. Definitely not.
So they were like, "That's weird. We haven't got a bassist." Anyway, so they go, "Well, whatever, right?" So
We
they
haven't
leave.
got a bassist.
So
They
so,
go, whatever, let's go home.
Ah, forget it.
Okay, right. Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, there's this card game going on, right? in the a big hotel in Vegas,
Right.
The Luxor Hotel in Vegas.
Yeah.
There's a major card game. All the big players and that
Sure.
were involved. Right, they're all invited. Anyway, so they all meet up in this dark room at the back of the.
Oh, there we go. Dark room. But hairy fella. It was brilliant at poker.
I'd say it's a big game, and that everyone's been waiting for it. So it's played in the back room, not in the main entrance bit, right? So anyway, like I say, it's dark in there and what have you, and the players went in. There was already someone sat in there, right?
Right.
But they couldn't quite see
Was
him.
it short hairy bloke with slightly longer arms than legs?
Couldn't see him.
Where
because
is where his arms slightly longer than his legs?
couldn't see
Strangely
him with it
enough.
being dark.
Was he
and what have
holding his hand of cards with his feet?
you. Anyway. So the cards were dealt, right? Cards were dealt. Game's going on.
His cards with his feet.
Game went on for hours, right?
No one's listening. The terrible thing is that not even we're listening to Carl now. Literally no one is listening
So
to Carl.
insulting.
There was a lot of smoking going on.
It's going on.
A lot of eating and nuts going on. That was a bit weird because they don't normally get through as many, but for this night. So, come on, let's just play Bruce.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, well, I thought we'd go for sort of a Christmas feel, right? So, this one, it happened in Stockholm, right? A couple of years ago, around the Christmas time. There's this little grotto, right?
Everything he says is funny, isn't it?
A little grotto was set up and stuff, right? And it was getting busier and busier, right? This little grotto. There was only one in Stockholm, right? Queue was massive and stuff.
Well, that's not true.
And this,
That's not true. There's
No,
not
but
one.
fine, just listen.
But that's not true. A couple of
don't
years ago,
interrupt the
if
news.
you'd have said 1,000 years ago.
yeah, it was busy in
interrupt
that.
the
And there was this bloke who had a kid, and the kid was saying, "Dad, can I go and see, Father Christmas in the grotto?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I don't want to join that queue, it's too big," right? And loads of the Father Christmases who was in the booth, they kept jacking it in because the queue was that big.
What do you
Too
mean loads of
stressful.
Father Christmas in the booth? What
Because
booth?
they got through loads in the grotto, the Father Christmas and that, right? They couldn't act the pressure of the queues. The queues were massive for this grotto.
This is rubbish.
So they
come on,
kept,
come
so they
on,
kept
yeah.
getting through like loads of Father Christmases.
They just
Like,
kept walking
different
on.
people. They kept saying, "I can't handle this. You'll have to get a new one in," right?
Right, okay.
Anyway, so this fella, right? The kid kept asking every day, "Can we go in there?" He said, "No, look, the queue's big." Anyway, one day, the queue was suddenly a lot shorter, right? Because they got a new little Father Christmas fella
No, right.
in the
Right,
grotto.
Carl. If this Father Christmas turns out to be about
So-
3'6" and hairy,
So anyway, right, so he's going, "Come on then, we'll join the queue," right? So he joins the queue, and he's the queue's going down really fast, people are going in and out really quick, and he's going, how's he managing to do this, right? And he sort of looks through the curtain, he can just see a little slight thing, and he can see the bloke who's, like, dressed up as Father Christmas, he's handing him out with his hands and his feet and that, right? So they're going, "No, look, if you don't..."
I'm going to die!
Anyway, so...
Please don't interrupt the news, Rick. I want to hear the news. Let me just...
So he's queuing up, right, and he's going, "Oh, he's good on him, he's got a new method of handing out the presents and that." Whilst he's queuing there, there's a little fella selling chestnuts, so he thinks, "Oh, I'll buy some of them, and, something to munch on whilst I'm in the queue and stuff."
Yeah.
And, so anyway, he's queuing up, he's eating the chestnuts, comes to his turn,
Yeah.
right?
It's
he
absolute
goes,
rubbish.
What are you on about?
It's absolute rubbish.
So
So, cut a long story short, you reckon that they hired a chimp to hand out presents, Father Christmas?
and so he brought the chestnuts in, and the monkey attacked him, and
Well,
ate the
he went off, right? And he's going, why is it all going mad? And
You're
there's a little
you're
fella,
talking
there's
rubbish.
a little fella that sat there with like a little beard on and that.
Yeah, you're
And,
talking rubbish. You're talking rubbish.
Well, it's not
rubbish.
worth me carrying on then.
No, it's not worth it carrying on, because again... Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, this is something that I do know about, alright? If monkeys have been up to anything in the world, this is what I'm on. Do you know what I mean? This is
Yeah,
what
you're on
I'm
top
on
of
top of this. This one, it's pretty recent. Monkey was knocking about New York.
Oh, yeah.
He got locked up for like nicking stuff and all the rest of it, right? Anyway, that's the
I
past.
don't
right?
know. I don't know where. It's pointless.
Well, hang on,
Steve, does that
But you
look
know,
like
I
a
mean, if
proper-
that's the opening gambit, if I don't come in there, when do I come in? Do you know what I mean,
listen.
if I don't pick him up on that, when do I come in?
Steve, I can show you the original.
Nicking stuff.
Anyway, so he worked on a plan to escape,
Oh, shut up.
right? And he'd worked it all out. He saw the bloke with the keys and that.
How do we
right,
know this? How
can
do we
get
know
there.
this?
This isn't even the main bit of the story. I wouldn't even worry about it.
Because
Rick, please.
No, because he's embellished and it's.
So anyway,
I've said this before, I'm gonna say it now. You do not interrupt the news. It's the news.
So anyway, right, so the monkey gets out, he's roaming about free, word gets out that he's escaped and that, right? The copper, I think his name's PC Wilcox of NYPD, right?
Police Constable Wilcox of
Fact.
the New York Police Constable Wilcox.
Leave it. Leave
yeah,
it.
yeah.
We've only got a few minutes left, please.
Dixon of Queens.
So he got a call to sort of assist, you know, this monkey roaming about,
PC Wilcox of the New York
Please,
PD.
Ricky.
because they were having problems catching it. Right?
So he was called in.
So he was out on his motorbike looking what's going on. Anyway, cut a long story short, he manages to catch up with the monkey. Right?
Why did
Tracks
the
him
monkey
down.
have a car?
He got it in like a little
Why did the
alleyway.
monkey steal a car, Carl?
Anyway, so he had him. He gave him the rights and everything. You know, everything he used to say and all that business. He said,
Whoa, whoa,
Steve.
monkeys don't talk.
So
Carl,
Steve.
Carl, monkey, he didn't need to say anything you say, maybe take it down.
So anyway,
Carl, look
Steve,
at me
right?
as well.
No,
Carl,
I'm
look.
just telling Steve because he's listening.
But Carl, think of
It's
what
easy
you're
to put
saying.
stuff down. So anyway, the cop, you know, the monkey's like fair cop, right? He's on the back of the motorbike being taken back to the station.
Yeah.
God!
Anyway, Wilcox gets a call on
PC Wilcox,
on the radio,
Sure.
saying, you know, listen, there's been another problem,
Oh no.
right? Will you?
There was a diversion, there was a gang.
There was a gang. Right?
Oh.
So he said, can you go and sort it out? And he's like, well, I've got a monkey on my back. He said, well, take it with you.
Was he on
right?
drugs?
So anyway,
Isn't that what junkies say?
so he goes down to the scene where it's all kicking off. Monkey's just sat on the motorbike thinking, I'm not going to try and get away, it'll just make the matter worse, right? He's sat there. The gang,
Hold on, was he wearing a crash helmet?
the gang, sort of, you know, he saw all that going off. Copper goes up.
Sorry, was this a gang of humans?
So anyway, it's kicking off, right? There's a gang, and they're all having a fight and what have you. Anyway, it gets out of hand because Wilcox, even though he sort of helps out the person who was being beaten up, he walks off, the gang starts picking on the copper.
Oh no.
So, the monkey thinks, best help out here.
Oh,
He goes up,
Oh,
right?
no.
Anyway, cut a long story short,
yeah.
they let the monkey off, he got keys to the city. Steve,
How did he help out the policeman?
have a look at that. Have a look, there's the facts. There's the
It's not
facts.
facts. It never happened.
That's the facts.
I mean, everything about it's wrong. Everything about it is nonsense.
Steve?
Well, all I say is there's a picture here of a monkey brandishing a gun. If that's not truth, if that's not fact,
Have a look.
then there it is right there.